YouTube has never been the safest place, for lack of a better word. Like anywhere else online, if you put yourself out there, eventually someone's gonna come along who doesn't like you and is gonna make sure you know about it. This could range anywhere from mean comments all the way up to full-on slanderous videos about you. Lots of big YouTubers face this dilemma, some deservedly so when they do something heinous. Although other times, content creators will go out of their way to simply make fun of someone. I've always tried to take a pretty neutral stance in my own videos, despite what some of my thumbnails may lead you to believe. And even in the cases where I'm directly criticizing someone, I make sure at bare minimum it's warranted and actually has something to do with the controversy at hand. However, far from every creator is like that. Some creators truly thrive off nothing more than being a genuine bully. And in my opinion, nobody captured that feeling and personality more than Calvin Lee Vale, better known as LeafyIsHere. Hey, if you find that you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because if you don't, I will find you. Right off the bat, I think it's important to look back at what YouTube was like at the time Leafy was at his height. From 2015 through 2017 in particular, YouTube truly was like the Wild West. While some people really can't stand modern YouTube guidelines and restrictions, myself included to some extent, I do think some of the changes they put in place were beneficial to the health of the platform. A creator like Leafy existing nowadays, at least with the same level of success and fame, would honestly be unheard of. This guy's entire channel was dedicated to bullying, nothing more. All he would do was find an easy target to make fun of, whether it was physically, professionally, or personally. Every video was the same thing. It would be footage of him playing something like CSGO or Overwatch and splicing in clips of someone, then reacting to it. And trust me, I use the word reacting very loosely. These reactions were typically just him insulting the person in some way or another. For a good couple years, outside the occasional critique, Leafy got away with this with no real backlash. He had a sizable audience, and most people didn't seem to care. Again, this was just a far less empathetic time in YouTube's history. And whether you enjoyed his content or not, hell, even I can remember laughing at a video of his now and then as a little baby-faced 15-year-old, eventually a line was drawn when Leafy decided to go after and maliciously bully the YouTuber TommyNC2010. TommyNC2010 was, and remains, a positive, chill YouTuber who just kinda uploads what he wants when he wants. Nothing about him should warrant being needlessly bullied. He's got his own style and was just minding his business as a creator. Until, for some reason, Leafy found him and decided to absolutely tear him down. Let me really quickly just play a clip from this Leafy video for you, and you'll instantly be able to tell what kind of humor Leafy would go for.
I'm here at Ingles parking lot, and next thing I know, I see this woman pulling out of her car, and I ran so fast, I got to the top of her car, she was pulling out, and I handed her eggs. Isn't that right, ma'am?
It is. Thank you. I didn't realize.
Just remember, do good things happen to you. Isn't that right, ladies?
It is.
And as always, I'm TommyNC2010, and do something good, keeping you on the inside fact.
I never understood why people say, do good things and good things will happen to you. Like when they say that, I just think like, okay, if good things didn't happen to you, would you not be doing the good things in the first place? Like, excuse me, Mr. Fedora man, if you didn't believe that, would you have took the eggs and fucking ran with it, huh? Would you have took the eggs, ran with it, and then took the eggs while they're driving after you and throw the eggs at the car with your pizza? I mean, what would you have done, huh? Would you have took the eggs and then followed them back to their house and then them both with the eggs? I mean, I have no idea. Tommy, you could be a fucking serial killer, dude.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, so pretty clear from that what kind of guy Leafy really was. And what's worse is that Tommy's autistic. The guy just thinks a little differently from other people, and with zero context on the situation, Leafy decides to paint him as an unwanted creep and goes as far as to call him a racist. Beyond this, because Leafy's fanbase was truly insane, Tommy started to receive literal death threats from Leafy fans, which he, unsurprisingly, did nothing to stop. This led to pretty hefty amounts of backlash from the YouTube community and some of his fanbase, but for the most part, he continued on relatively unscathed. For Leafy to really start having issues, it would take someone who could truly push his buttons, and genuinely make him feel just as bad as he made others feel every day. Say what you will about fighting fire with fire, but when it came to Leafy, it was pretty obvious that someone emanating this level of douchebaggery wasn't gonna let standard criticism or anger get to him. No, he needed a true thrashing from another creator, one who gave even less f***s than Leafy when it came to how he acted, spoke, and behaved, but at the very least, didn't pretend to be a good person. That person was iDubbbz. iDubbbz in the mid-2010s was truly a different breed. If there was one person who you really didn't want to get on the wrong side of, it was him. Despite what people thought of him then, or especially now, in that era, iDubbbz simply did not mess around. If he didn't like you, you were going to find out, badly. Arguably the biggest series on iDubbbz's channel was Content Cop. The series has unfortunately been completely cleansed from his channel both by him and YouTube, but you can still find the re-uploads. If someone had a Content Cop video made on them, they were basically cooked. These videos were some of the most meticulous character assassinations I've ever seen, and none of them were as popular as Leafy's. iDubbbz systematically went after every aspect of Leafy, from his voice, how he spoke, looked, behaved, the kind of content he made, the style of how he edited, his personality, and more. Everything wrong with Leafy's content, as well as Leafy's personality, was put on full display by iDubbbz. This video really impacted Leafy, both personally and professionally. First off, Leafy was genuinely really mad, but the fact that he felt the need to respond with a video of his own targeting and making fun of iDubbbz shows that he really did get to him. And beyond that, his channel was hit hard. A lot of die-hard Leafy fans kind of ignored the iDubbbz video, but many more, a lot of whom were actually fans of both channels, sided with iDubbbz and stopped supporting Leafy. He started on average losing 2,000 subscribers a day after iDubbbz uploaded his video, and even trying to hit iDubbbz back didn't really do anything to help him, especially because iDubbbz once again uploaded his own response and again just kicked the crap out of Leafy. The fact of the matter is, when you ask the question, what happened to Leafy? This video is what happened. The amount of backlash he faced from this video, alongside other drama he found himself in around that time, slowly pivoted most people's view of his content from mild roasting to repeated mean-spirited harassment. His views and sub count plummeted, and eventually he completely vanished. For years, just nothing. But he wasn't done just yet. Bizarrely, in 2020, Leafy made a bit of a comeback. He started uploading again, this time pivoting to financial and stock-related content for some reason. Yeah, this is who I want my financial advice from, alright. Seeing that that was going nowhere, he opted to throw his hat back into his old style. He tried going after Pokimane and her audience, but once again, this led nowhere. And eventually, not really understanding that the YouTube he was trying to work within now was simply not the same one he used to know, his content just kind of fizzled away. His content was repeatedly reported for harassment, and by August of 2020, his channel was finally permanently deleted by YouTube for violating the community guidelines. He did try to maintain a Twitter presence and upload his content elsewhere, but thankfully it never gained steam. So, as of now, it would seem that Leafy is truly gone, and deservedly so. I personally think YouTube is a far better place without him and his kind of negativity. Until next time, I'm Sir Surgeonor, and I really hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and a sub. Peace!